Hello, my gorgeous Pisces. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelini, and it's in between the 22nd and the 28th of August 2022. Do you know what? When it comes to the beginning of this week, there is going to be the little bit of situation that you are going to have, because what you're going to become aware of, a little message that you are going to have, a little information that you are going to have, which is going to open your eyes in such a way where you're going to realize that the certain plans that you've been thinking about are not really good for you, that the certain plans that you have been thinking about that are like kind of slowly, maybe you should kind of like that are slowly like kind of coming to an end. So that in itself, it's also going to kind of make you aware of that these plans were actually kind of like a dragging, and they were making you kind of unhappy. And this is a clear sign and clear indication that you really need to establish what exactly came to an end in terms of the actual plans. It's something that you were so passionate about. It's something that was working so great and so brilliantly for you for a while. It doesn't really matter, but now that this just came to an end. And the reason why I say it doesn't really matter is because this is all what our spiritual journey is all about. We live and learn. We live and learn. We are constantly progressing. We are constantly changing, and constantly certain aspects of our lives, when it comes to our spiritual journey, they come to an end, okay? So the ultimate effect or our own reflection would be to establish what is actually not making us happy anymore. In fact, what is actually making us unhappy at this moment in time. So it's about you realizing to say goodbye to your old life, basically, because you need to understand that this is all indicating an important stage of your life where you are reaching an end of a phase. But wherever there is an ending, my gorgeous Piscelini, there is also a new beginning. And look, as soon as I shuffle these cards and when I focus on it, my gorgeous Piscelini, you see, just kind of like, look, this is going to help you so much in order to really kind of like reconnect with yourself. We connect with the real part of yourself that you should be paying attention to, because there was something that you've been neglecting. There is a certain part of your life that you actually should be putting as much energy towards, but you didn't. It doesn't really matter. I'm not blaming you. Oh my God, no, baby, no. But this in itself, it's really going to reveal exactly which part of your life do you need to kind of be focused towards as much as you possibly can. It's going to show you an unfoldment of your life where you should put the more time and your energy you put towards that particular part of your life that you're going to become aware of after this moment in time. This is something that you should do. Stay committed to that particular task at hand. This is going to show you exactly which task that you should be committed to. And this is really big, because it's going to, in itself, this is going to really become like a massive, huge, giant step forward without you even realizing. And even more so, you're about to plant a little spiritual seed. You're about to give a birth to some kind of project that it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. This project that you're about to give a birth to, you're going to start something without even realizing, something huge. And this is a lot to do with your soul journey, a lot to do with your spiritual journey, but with your understanding the way this life works, the way our spiritual journey works. Pay attention to things that you suddenly feel passionate about. Pay attention to things that makes you feel so good about yourself. Pay attention to those things that make you feel alive. Pay attention to those things that make you feel unique. All these things are going to be so important when it comes to you taking this into consideration, when it comes to making one of the biggest changes of your life without even realizing. Trust in yourself, my gorgeous Piscelini. If 1,000 people are doing one thing, and you feel like your spiritual call is something completely different, if 1,000 people are going this direction, if you feel like you need to go this direction opposite, so be it. That's your spiritual journey. That's exactly what you should do. So you have to be responsive to yourself, to your feelings, to your emotions, especially when it comes to your soul, indeed, because this is a lot to do with your own soul purpose. So it's all about you kind of like really cutting out the part of your life that makes you feel unhappy anyway, deciding to move on and realizing that this is only a temporary distraction. And even more so, as soon as you become aware of this, like maybe should I call it a sudden collapse of certain plans, as soon as you become aware of this sudden collapse of certain plans, you need to understand that this is going to be for the best. You will see. And although at that moment in time that may not like kind of seem so, but you will see what is going to be required from you after this moment in time to be very quick, and it is naturally going to make you to think really quickly. And this quick thinking that you are going to have, it's also going to provide you this really powerful, really strange, really unusual and rather bold idea, which is on one hand going to kind of like be connected to you attacking your problems immediately, and then on another hand you're going to need to understand that this is going to like kind of connect yourself to yourself in those aspects of your life where you like to express yourself. You see, your passion, your spiritual journey. This is going to make you like aware of the fact how much you like to debate when it comes to this particular subject in your life. And even more so, it's bringing you mental strength, a courage, amazing clarity. It's bringing you really interesting new idea, but it's a lot to do with the strategy. It's a lot to do with you being open-minded, open. It's a lot to do with the direct and clear communication, strong communication, and it's a lot to do with you understanding that some kind of declaration, it's going to be as important and as absolutely everything else. It's you talking to people in your life who really love you, who mean to you so much, and vice versa. Like you will see how much beauty and how much beautiful and positive energy is going to come from them, because they will understand and realize that you are in something for something really big. You're about to start something really good that is going to make you feel so much happy about yourself. But only people who understand you and who love you dearly will be able to feel this specific energy, and you're gonna gain so much like kind of positivity and energy just through people in your life are gonna be kind of your guiding light at the same time, because through them you will see these huge amounts of positive energy and changes that you're creating already just by talking about it, just by thinking about it, let alone like once you kind of find yourself on this path full on. And at the same time, my gorgeous Piscelini, you need to understand the beginning of the week, never ever underestimate, and I told you this before, never ever underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true, okay? But this in itself, it's also important for you to remember the need for balance between career and personal life as well. Please do, my gorgeous Piscelini, remember to protect your energy at all costs. By protecting your energy, you are going to protect your creativity. By protecting your creativity, you are also going to be able to prepare yourself mentally for like all these things that are about to come to your life, because the next 2 or 3 weeks are going to be super busy, and it's all about you really reconnecting yourself and understanding what your spiritual call is. Don't waste your life on things that you don't love. Don't waste your life and your precious time on things that don't matter to you. Don't waste your time on people who can't understand you, and don't waste your time doing things persistently that that they make you feel really unhappy, because this life is way too short. So it's not only this week, but within the next few weeks you need to remember to do those things what you love, because the more you do this, the more you connect and the more you respond to any inspiration that you have throughout this week, the more successful you are going to be, the more ideas you are going to have. Do what you love, my gorgeous Piscelini. This is a special message, because this in itself, it's also going to bring you recognition of the highest quality of work, especially when it comes to creative endeavors that come to your life like completely unexpectedly. And at the same time, you are gonna realize how well you actually work with other people, and at the same time this is all going to bring you an excellent mind-blowing reputation. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's all about this truth that you are going to become aware of. And what is this truth, my gorgeous Piscelini? This truth that you are going to become aware of, it's gonna kind of make you feel kind of like aware of like why exactly you have been so indecisive over the last 11 months in particular. The truth that you are going to find out midweek, it's going to open your eyes so much. Oh my God, there is so much like weird things that you are going to become aware of within your life, but on the outside as well. Do you know, some kind of devilish energy on the outside, again, it's going to be kind of confirmed to you. But most importantly, the truth that you're going to find out, it's going to lead towards this huge moment of you realizing why you were so indecisive over the last 11 months, and why you were like kind of this indecisiveness was basically making you to ignore opportunities. You know, it doesn't really matter. Now you reach this point. So this is in itself important, because it's going to highlight your ambition, your drive, your focus. And now suddenly you're going to realize exactly what you need to do. You're going to feel so confident about your success. You're going to feel in control, and that it's all going to lead towards a really willful direction. But it is going to need like a self-discipline as much as possible. Of course that this is going to be super beneficial for you, but at the same time this is also going to kind of like a really make you aware of like how much peace of mind and personal, that you had a loss of peace of mind and a kind of like a personal freedom as well. So this is something that you are really going to kind of like be able to take into consideration again here, especially when it comes to you realizing, you know what, I'm understanding this. Okay, fine, the life can be really strange sometimes, the life can be really bizarre sometimes, but don't let that to take the better of you. The more weird that the life is, this is your sign that you are understanding this, you are realizing this. This is your sign to center yourself, to ground yourself, to visit the nature, touch the ground, have a couple of days break. You know, as I said before, protect your creativity at all costs, but try to reconnect with the nature as well, my gorgeous Piscelini. Try to go to be in the, I know I said this millions of times, but it is important. There is no energy like what we get and gain while we are within the nature, within the forest, in the water. Water is ridiculously spiritual, like a river, the sea. If you're lucky enough to go to the sea and rejuvenate a little bit, this is important because it's going to help you to protect yourself. But at the same time, the midweek, it's going to make you aware of the fact that, you know what, it's the end of like a really, really challenging times for you, and you will realize that the power was within you all this time. It's never too late to make your life better, my gorgeous Piscelini. You are going to make a huge step in your life here just by realizing this. The end of a very, very challenging times for you, and also things are about to start looking up. And of course that this is going to be a rather welcome relief when it comes to your life, and you will just kind of want to find your way to a very, very peaceful place. So this is going to reflect on you really wanting to make a major, massive change, one of the biggest changes of your life, but when it comes to your immediate environment. And you will see what I mean, because this is all natural part of this progression. It's all natural part of this progress. And when it comes to like the beginning of the week, I could call the beginning of the week, this is going to be the time of your own spiritual emergence. You are about to spiritually emerge. This is important because you've been through so much darkness, through so much negativity, so much was affecting your life and slowing you down. I'm not saying it was so horrible, but you will see exactly what I mean. So this is the beginning of your spiritual emergence. By the time you get to the midweek, this is all about your spiritual rebirth. So naturally you will know and you will feel like you want to make like a really big adjustments and readjustments in your life. And suddenly you're going to have this sense of time, how we don't live on this earth forever. Do you know what I mean? Suddenly you're gonna go all spiritual, but this is brilliant, this is good, and it's a clear sign that you have learned a really, really huge lesson over the last 2 to 3 years. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's all about you realizing, you know, how powerful you are, how strong you are, and the power of your own resilience, that sometimes you have to do things in your own way. Sometimes you have to do things on your own terms, because this is exactly what's required from us. So you are going to realize the power of your own resilience, and you're going to learn something very personal here. And what you're going to learn is going to help you to accelerate things in your life. It's going to help you to make a decision in order to develop fast after this moment in time. So you will know the time is to be unrestricted as possible, and it's also time to kind of act now. by being in the flow and by understanding that something is going to become very, very attractive to you at the end of the week. And what is going to start becoming attractive to you, that thing, that particular specific thing that you feel very strong attraction towards, it's also going to make you aware of a very, very interesting skills which you are going to recognize about yourself. And the skills that you're going to recognize about yourself, you're also going to have such a great support from the people around you, from the people who love you genuinely, from the people who kind of love you sincerely. So this is also going to mean to you so much, because at the same time you're going to feel so strongly about the skills that you're going to recognize. You're going to feel so good and so powerful, so much fun it's about to come into your life. And you will know this, even this, that moment in time, it's going to make you feel like, oh my God, you want to celebrate something, you want to celebrate something. This in itself is going to give you the great reason for celebration. And also, just ignore, there is like a lot that you're going to hear so much from the outside, especially at the end of the week, in terms of like negativity and sadness, but it's nothing to do with your spiritual bubble, it's nothing to do with you, but it's to do with the outside, what you're going to look, what you're going to watch, what you're going to connect to, what you're going to become aware of. Oh my God, it's going to make you feel like, oh my God, a little bit scary, a little bit paranoid. But no, baby, no. Just remember, you are very, very powerful spiritual being. Do not ever give your power away, especially to people who don't mean absolutely anything to you, okay? Just remember what I said before. If 1,000 people are swimming, if 1,000 people are going towards that direction, then if you go completely opposite and you are the only one, so be it. This is exactly what you need to remember. When you become aware of that unfounded fear, that's exactly what it is. It's an unfounded fear. It's not real. You're powerful. You're strong. Use your spiritual light, my gorgeous Piscelini, to go through, to go forward and refocus your thoughts. It's very, very important to remember this. And also, you are, another thing I was going to mention, that this week, there is going to be, you're going to be challenged again. You're going to be challenged by the certain people, and purely because you're thinking in a different way to them. And take this as a blessing. Take this as a blessing. And again, once you feel challenged, don't even go into any conversation with these people, because you're not going to be able to find the middle ground. You will know that these people are too far gone with their with their way of thinking, with their mind. It looks like you will want to prove something to them, that you will want to explain something to them, that you will want to teach them something what you know, but they're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to understand this. So there is no point to waste your energy whatsoever. In fact, when you feel challenged this week by the people who you like having completely opposite opinions to you, take this as a God blessing. Be happy, because you understand and you know what you know. They don't know. They will never know what you know. So be happy, because you're special, my gorgeous Piscelini. You're different, and that's why I love you. Okay, my gorgeous Piscelini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.